Ever wonder how the Palestinian militant group Hamas secures funds for its operations? Continue watching for a deep dive into the complex web of finances that surround Hamas's operations. This is Simply Economics. For the most recent updates on global affairs, make sure to subscribe to this channel. How does Hamas fund itself? Many have speculated, but few know what actually goes behind financing these militant activities. In this video, we'll take an in-depth look at how Hamas has been able to stay afloat despite international economic sanctions and pressure from other countries. So, if you're ready to learn more about one of the world's most mysterious terrorist organizations, let's get started. What is Hamas? Hamas, a Palestinian Islamist political organization and militant group, has been engaged in conflict with Israel since its establishment in 1987. It has employed tactics such as suicide bombings and rocket attacks to challenge Israel's authority, with the ultimate goal of establishing a Palestinian state in place of Israel. Additionally, Hamas governs Gaza independently of the Palestinian Authority. Historically, Hamas's charter called for the complete destruction of Israel. However, in 2017, the charter underwent revision to allow for the acceptance of a Palestinian state in the West Bank and Gaza Strip, rather than the entirety of the territory. Despite this shift, Hamas still refuses to acknowledge the legitimacy of the Israeli state. Hamas, previously known for its use of suicide bombings, has shifted towards rockets and mortars as its preferred weapons in recent times. In addition to military activities, Hamas has established a strong network of social services for Palestinians, providing an alternative to the sometimes corrupt institutions of the Palestinian Authority. Hamas secured a majority of seats in the Palestinian Authority. In the 2006 Palestinian Authority elections, Hamas gained a majority of seats, giving them significant influence over the West Bank and Gaza. However, their refusal to accept previous agreements with Israel led to Western powers halting aid to the Hamas-led Palestinian Authority. This escalated tensions with the Palestine Liberation Organization, or PLO, and resulted in Hamas governing Gaza independently while PLO retained control over the West Bank. The breakdown of unity talks between Hamas and the PLO has significantly complicated peace negotiations, as there is currently no unified Palestinian Authority. Despite a preliminary unity agreement reached in late 2017, it remains uncertain whether this will ultimately result in the formation of a truly united government. Hamas operates through an extensive global financing network. According to experts and officials, Hamas, a Palestinian militant group, utilizes a global financing network to channel support from charities and sympathetic nations. They employ various methods such as cash transfers through Gaza tunnels and the use of cryptocurrencies to bypass international sanctions. However, following the recent violent attack carried out by Hamas gunmen, which resulted in the loss of hundreds of Israeli lives, primarily civilians, accessing funds will become even more challenging for the group. In response, Israel has launched the most intense bombardment of Gaza in the past 75 years of conflict. Do Iran and Qatar provide support to Hamas? Matthew Levitt, a former U.S. counterterrorism official, estimated that the majority of Hamas's budget, totaling over $300 million, is derived from business taxes, as well as contributions from countries such as Iran and Qatar and various charitable organizations. According to the State Department, Hamas raises funds in Gulf countries, receives donations from Palestinians and other expatriates, and relies on its own charities. In the past, Hamas has claimed that financial restrictions imposed on its donors are aimed at undermining legitimate resistance against Israel. Despite these obstacles, Hamas's allies have managed to find alternative channels, including cryptocurrencies, to provide financial support to Gaza. The U.S. State Department has reported that Iran, in particular, contributes up to $100 million annually to Palestinian groups, including Hamas. The department has highlighted the use of shell companies, shipping transactions, and precious metals as methods for transferring funds. Hamas's secret network of companies. According to the U.S. Treasury, Hamas had established a covert network of companies with $500 million in investments across multiple countries, including Turkey, Saudi Arabia, and the United States. In May 2022, sanctions were imposed on these firms. Israel accuses Iran of supplying weapons to Hamas, while Tehran claims to provide moral and financial support to the group. Supporting the Palestinian cause has been a core principle for Iran since the 1979 revolution, positioning it as a leader in the Muslim world. Qatar, a wealthy gas-rich country, has also provided significant aid to Gaza since 2014, including supporting the enclave's power plant and assisting needy families and public servants under the Hamas-led government. Israeli authorities have frozen accounts associated with Hamas. In recent developments, Israeli authorities have proactively addressed suspected fundraising activities linked to Hamas. They have taken significant measures, including freezing a Barclays bank account believed to be associated with these activities and blocking cryptocurrency accounts that were being utilized for collecting donations. These actions demonstrate a determined effort to curb illicit financial support and disrupt the funding network. While the exact number of accounts and the value of the assets involved have not been disclosed, this move sheds light on the intricate financial network that has supported Hamas and its governance in the Gaza Strip since 2007. It is a complex web with some legitimate elements but mostly concealed ones. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of our future content. We truly appreciate your support. See you in the next one.